What up, y'all? This is your boy, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo, and you're listening to the Entertainment Report on iHeartRadio, live from Dubai for Tuesday, March 15th, 2016, delivering some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo, that's RAYMELO, on Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to the show anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. The villainous Shredder is set to return in the upcoming sequel Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows. The martial arts master, who is the sworn enemy of the iconic heroes in a half-shell, Leonardo, Raphael, Michelangelo, and Donatello, was last seen in the first film seemingly defeated for good. Originally portrayed by actor Tohru Masamune, Brian T. is taking over the role and has given fans their first look at Shredder's new costume on social media. T wrote on Twitter Sunday, showcasing the same image that was revealed during Nickelodeon's 2016 Kids' Choice Awards. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the #Shredder. The photo highlights a more traditional classic look for Shredder, who now more closely resembles his look from the original comics and various Ninja Turtles cartoons. Shredder will be joined by fan-favorite villains Bebop and Rocksteady, played by Gary Anthony Williams, and WWE superstar Sheamus, along with the towering Krang, who was recently revealed for Out of the Shadows in a new trailer for the film back in February. Other newcomers for the sequel include Arrow star Stephen Amell as the hockey stick-wielding vigilante Casey Jones, Tyler Perry as scientist Baxter Stockman, and Lauren Linney as reporter Rebecca Vincent. Megan Fox as April O'Neil, and her bumbly cameraman Vernon, played by Will Arnett, will also return. Directed by Jonathan Liebsman, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2 opens in theaters June 3rd, 2016. Ian McShane was taken aback after Game of Thrones fans accused him of revealing spoilers. The 73-year-old British actor brushed off criticism in an interview with The Telegraph after revealing new details about Season 6 this month. The star complained, "You say the slightest thing and the internet goes ape. I was accused of giving the plot away, but I just think, get a life, it's only dragons." McShane's role is being kept under wraps, but the actor let more details slip to The Telegraph. He will appear on just one episode, the Season 6 premiere, before exiting HBO's series. He said, "I wasn't sure whether I could commit, but then they said it would only be for one episode, so I said, so that means I must die at the end of it. Great, I'm in." McShane first outraged fans by telling Pop Goes the News his character is, quote, responsible for bringing somebody back that you think you're never going to see again, and revealed new details March 3rd on BBC Radio 5. The actor said, "My character is like a former warrior who has renounced violence and now leads this peace cult. And also I've nursed a much-loved character back to life that everybody thinks has died." Given the information, fans believe McShane will play the elder brother who is thought to resurrect the Hound. The Hound was last seen in Season 4 when Arya, played by Maisie Williams, left him for dead after his fight with Brienne, played by Gwendoline Christie. Game of Thrones Season 6 will premiere April 8th. McShane is known for playing Al Swearingen on HBO's series Deadwood and will portray Mr. Wednesday in a forthcoming Starz adaptation of American Gods. And in a related story, cast members from HBO's Game of Thrones are taking part in the International Rescue Committee's campaign to bring attention to the global refugee crisis. Announced as the 5th anniversary of the Syrian civil war is marked, the campaign is also intended to raise emergency funds to help rescue the millions of people displaced by conflict and natural disaster. The Rescue Has No Boundaries public service announcements feature Game of Thrones star Lena Headey, Sophie Turner, Maisie Williams, Niccolo Coster-Waldau, Liam Cunningham, Theobia Aperi, John Bradley, Tom Lashkisha, Eugene Simon, and Ona Chaplin. David Miliband, the president and CEO of the International Rescue Committee, said in a statement Monday, "We are currently facing the worst humanitarian crisis since World War II. Our partnership with HBO and Game of Thrones, which premiered around the same time the war in Syria began, hopes to galvanize the general public to take action and rise up for the refugees." Richard Plepper, the chairman and CEO of HBO, says, "Our long-standing support of the IRC comes from a deep respect for the humanitarian work they do and a fundamental understanding of their mission to get much-needed relief to millions of refugees displaced throughout the world." On behalf of the HBO employees and talent associated with Game of Thrones, who graciously donated their time and resources to this effort, we are honored to join the IRC in this partnership at a time of great need around the world. Bloody Andrew Jackson alum Benjamin Walker says he is grateful for the tremendous opportunities that have allowed him to play a variety of roles on stage and screen. The 33-year-old Georgia native, who recently starred in the survival picture In the Heart of the Sea and the romantic film The Choice, is in rehearsals for Duncan Cheek's new darkly comic Broadway musical American Psycho, which is set in the 1980s and follows the exploits of a well-dressed investment banker and serial killer named Patrick Bateman. Walker told UPI in New York after he and his co-stars previewed several songs from American Psycho for the press, "This is the best case scenario for an actor, to work with Ron Howard, to do a Nicholas Sparks movie, and to come back to Broadway and do an American Psycho and work with this great team. Yeah, don't tell anyone, but I'm living the dream." He also added, "The story is so dense and the music is so good and so much fun, selfishly for us to sing, that it gets into your bones whether you like it or not." He said of the new show, "Because of the book and the movie in particular, there's something kind of sterile and distant about Patrick Bateman, and I think that's challenging because I want to make him human. Granted, he takes it a bit far, but there's a bit of Patrick Bateman in all of us, and that's important, that by the end we can understand his frustrations even if we don't relate to them necessarily. We see the humanity in him, and that's important." John Boyega paid a special visit to the Royal London Hospital recently, where he met children in character as Finn from Star Wars The Force Awakens. Boyega brought along with him various Star Wars toys as he planned to meet 5-year-old fan Daniel Bell, who has been diagnosed with a brain tumor. Instead of just meeting his favorite Force Awakens character by himself, however, Bell wished that the actor would also meet with the other children as well. Boyega wrote on Instagram Sunday alongside a set of adorable photos taken during his visit. This little stormtrooper Daniel had a wonderful wish after seeing The Force Awakens. Daniel currently lives with a brain tumor, and rather than having Finn to himself, he wanted Finn to meet the kids at the Royal London Hospital and give them some toys. He also added, "I stayed in character while I was with this brave boy asking him what a car was. He taught Finn about everything Earth-related. Really thankful for the opportunity this child granted me, and I'm just humble. I hope I play a little part in making you smile, young stormtrooper." Bell's mother, Rosalind, expressed her gratitude on Facebook by commenting on the Rays of Sunshine Children's Charity status about the meeting they helped set up. She wrote, "Thank you so much, Ray of Sunshine and John Boyega, for granting Daniel's wish to meet Finn and take toys to the hospital. It was just amazing. I have no words. Daniel is still totally overwhelmed. I've never seen him so happy." Boyega will seen once again as Finn in Star Wars' Episode 8, due in theaters December 15, 2017. The sequel, which has already started filming, will be much darker, according to the 23-year-old actor. Dwayne Johnson recently paid a surprise visit to young patients at a children's hospital while shooting his latest film, Baywatch. Johnson documented his stay at the Memorial Health Hospital in Savannah, Georgia on social media Saturday, sharing photos and stories from his visit. The actor wrote on Instagram, captioning a photo of himself giving a fist pump to a young patient in a hallway. "I surprised the children at Savannah's pediatric specialty ward, and look at the concentration on little Aiden's face." He continued by writing, "We shot #Baywatch scenes at Memorial Health Hospital and thought I'd pop up to the ward. Awesome experience, and thank you to all the hardworking and caring staff who helped make this visit possible. To all the kids I met, you guys keep smiling and stay strong. All the mamas and daddies I met, y'all stay strong too." In a separate post, Johnson described his meeting with an older teenage fan and how he was able to relate to the boy's mother as a parent himself. He captioned a photo of himself meeting with the patient Christopher and his mom inside a hospital room. "I got word from my team that there was a mom who was pleading with our production staff that I go upstairs to her son's room to give him a much-needed big surprise." He continued by saying, "I walked in and his smile lit up the room, and I meant lit that room up. We talked for a while about his family, his school, and how hard he's working to eventually graduate, and we talked about how cool all his scars are from his multiple surgeries, from his head to his chest. Those scars are a badge of honor and the reminder of how beyond tough this kid is." He also added, "Right before I left, his mom looked at me and said, 'Christopher, I can't give you anything, but I'm so happy I could give you this today.' And she started to break down, which was captured in his pic. Made me think to give so much credit to these parents who would do anything to take their kids' pain away and anything to bring a smile to their faces. As a Papa Bear, I understand." Baywatch, which also stars Zac Efron, Alexandra Daddario, Priyanka Chopra, Kelly Roebuck, Hannibal Buress, and a returning David Hasselhoff, hits theaters May 19th, 2017. Until then, Johnson will next be seen returning to the Square Circle for WWE's annual sports entertainment extravaganza, WrestleMania 32, on April 3rd. Universal Studios Hollywood has announced a new year-round Walking Dead attraction that will arrive at the theme park this summer. Announced during AMC's post-Walking Dead talk show Talking Dead Sunday, the new interactive experience will differ from the series of mazes inspired by the hit series that have headlined Universal Studios' annual Halloween Horror Nights event for the past 4 years. Aiming for authenticity, the new attraction will be made up with help from executive producer Greg Nicotero and his special effects makeup team at KNB EFX Group, and feature, quote, sophisticated animatronic walkers, substantially more detailed set designs and costuming, and highly recognizable props replicated from the series. Nicotero said to USA Today, there are moments from the television show that we'll get a chance to recreate much more faithfully than we would in a maze. You'll get some great opportunities to see things from Season 1 and some stuff from Season 3 and 4. It's a little bit of a walk down memory lane for us. A promotional video announcing the attraction features memorable locations from the show, including the prison and the zombie-infested hospital where main character Rick first awakens from his coma in the first episode. AMC's upcoming television adaptation of the hit graphic novel series Preacher will premiere on May 22nd, the network announced Monday. Revealed during the South by Southwest Film Festival, the supernatural drama starring Dominic Cooper will debut behind the mid-season finale of Fear the Walking Dead. Following the premiere date, Preacher's pilot episode will air again the following weekend, including back-to-back airings on May 29th at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. AMC also revealed a new promotional image for the series featuring a Shadow Cooper smoking a cigarette, donning a Preacher's signature clerical collar. The network tweeted alongside the image of Preacher's official Twitter account, series premiere Sunday, May 22nd, #Preacher. Kimmy, Titus, Jacqueline, and Lillian are back in the first trailer for Season 2 of Netflix's hit comedy series Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt. Released Monday, the new footage features Kimmy, played by Ellie Kempler, enthusiastically applying for a new job at a year-round Christmas store, while Titus, played by Titus Burgess, and Lillian, played by Carol Kane, announced they are starting therapy. Jacqueline, played by Jane Krakowski, is also featured as she comes back into Kimmy's life asking for help. She says, "What's the hardest thing in the world for a trophy wife to do? Lose the jerk, but keep the perks? Trademark me." The Season 2 trailer also hints at new love interest for Kimmy as she continues to navigate through life in New York City since being freed from captivity. Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt Season 2 premieres on Netflix April 15th. Kristen Bell and Idina Menzel reunited with Frozen co-star Josh Gad for a charity event. Bell and Gad spend with Menzel at a benefit for the 44-year-old actress's charity A Broader Way. Bell and Menzel, who voiced sisters Anna and Elsa in Frozen, performed together at the event Sunday. Bell captioned a photo of herself on stage with Menzel, singing #Frozen songs with the effervescent at Idina Menzel at a benefit for her at A Broader Way Foundation. Gad, who voices Olaf, added to his own post, "Team #Frozen back together again for #Broader Way. Love these girls," at Kristen and Bell and at Idina Menzel. Menzel founded A Broader Way in 2010 with her then husband, actor Taye Diggs. The foundation proves an outlet of self-expression and creativity through arts-centered programs for girls with an emphasis on leadership and self-esteem. Frozen opened in theaters in 2013 and earned a whopping $1.27 billion at the box office. Disney announced plans for a sequel last March, but has yet to confirm Bell, Menzel, and Gad are returning. Bell told CBS News after the announcement, "I would play Anna forever if they would let me. Not only do I enjoy the character and how much people love her, but I enjoy the team, the physical production team that I get to work with." Bell, who plays Jean Van Durenhoven on Showtime's series House of Lies, will return for a 5th season April 10th. Gad will voice LeFou in Disney's live-action adaptation of Beauty and the Beast and Chuck in the Angry Birds movie. Emilie de Ravin and boyfriend Eric Bilitch welcomed their first child over the weekend. The 34-year-old Australian actress announced she gave birth to a daughter in a Twitter post Sunday. The star wrote, "Welcome to the big wide world, Vera Audrey de Ravin Bilitch, born March 12, 2000. 2016. Couldn't be happier, so in love with our little girl. Bilitch added on his own account, madly in love with our gorgeous girl, and her mama is the most wonderful woman on earth, could not be happier. De Ravin and Bilitch have been together since 2014 and announced they were expecting in October. The actress said at the time, "This truly is a dream come true, and we cannot be happier." De Ravin filed for divorce from Josh Janowitz in 2014 after 11 years of marriage. The actress is known for playing Claire Littleton on ABC's drama Lost and Belle on fantasy series Once Upon a Time. Richard Simmons addressed his years-long absence from public life following rumors that his housekeeper, Teresa Reveles, is holding him hostage in his own home. The 67-year-old fitness guru told Entertainment Tonight by phone, "I'm not kidnapped. I'm just in my house right now. I love all the people who worry about me, but it was time for me to take some time to be by myself." He revealed, "I had a knee replacement, which was really difficult for me. I have really just been taking it easy, staying at home, working out in my gym, and doing the things I haven't done in a very long time." Simmons made his last appearance at Sparkle, an all-star holiday concert in December 2013. He insisted, quote, "No one should be worried about his prolonged absence," and made similar remarks on Monday's episode of The Today Show. He said by phone, "For all the people that were worrying about me, I want to tell them that I love them with my whole heart and soul, and that not to worry, Richard's fine. You haven't seen the last of me. I'll come back, and I'll come back strong." A source has described Simmons as frail and gaunt in a New York Daily News story that ran over the weekend. The article suggests Reveles is controlling the star's life, which Simmons dismissed as very silly to Today. He said, "No one is holding me in my house as a hostage. Teresa Reveles has been with me 30 years. It's almost like we're a married couple." Simmons' rep called the hostage claims untrue and preposterous in a statement Saturday. Simmons is known for his sweating to the oldies aerobics video and has authored several books, including Cooking on Broadway. Kylie Jenner has new navy hair and a brand new Puma campaign. The 18-year-old reality star showed off her midnight blue locks on Instagram before unveiling a shot from her Puma ad campaign. She wrote, "Excited to reveal my campaign for the @Puma Fears, a lightweight training with zero excuses available starting April 1st. The next level starts here, #ForeverFears. Jenner has previously dyed her hair blonde, emerald green, and teal. Puma announced the star's campaign in February after her brother-in-law, Kanye West, declared there will never be a Kylie Puma anything. Marketing Global Director of Brand and Marketing, Adam Petrick, said, "I'm pleased and excited to be able to confirm that Puma is indeed working with Kylie Jenner." West, who's married to Jenner's half-sister, Kim Kardashian, in 2014, designs Puma rivals Adidas. Jenner recently told People, "I didn't know what to do with myself. My mom, Kris Jenner, told me I was great with business and I should get involved with that. She's an amazing businesswoman herself, so I took her advice. She said, when I'm not working, I get anxiety. When I get up in the morning, I can't wait to start working." Jenner came to fame on E's series Keeping Up with the Kardashians and has since launched her Kylie Cosmetics line. The collection includes the star's wildly successful Kylie lip kits, which sold out in 30 minutes last month. Amber Rose stood up for Kim Kardashian because she thought criticisms of Kardashian's nude selfie was unfair. The 32-year-old model explained her defense of Kardashian's controversial photo in an interview with the Huffington Post on Sunday. Kardashian was criticized by both celebrities and social media users after posting a naked post-baby selfie March 7th. Rose said, "I would do that for any other woman. It doesn't really matter. What's right is what's right, and I felt the need to speak on it. How people were going in on her was just unfair." Rose has posted in Kardashian's defense after Pink suggested the star was attracting the wrong kind of attention with her photo. She followed up by inviting Kardashian to speak at her next Slut Walk, an event calling for an end to slut shaming. The model wrote, "Kim Kardashian, I don't know you well, but I saw you speaking about slut shaming, and as you know, I'm an activist feminist, so it spoke to me. Being slut shamed and ridiculed is not fun, it's hurtful and mean. Us women deal with it every day, and I'm happy you can speak openly on this now, because if anyone knows what it's like to be slut shamed, it's you. Live it, Kim, make a difference, and speak on it," she encouraged. Kardashian defended a selfie last week as an expression of sexuality and confidence, telling fans, "I'm empowered by my body." Rose later told Nightline she thought Kardashian looked beautiful in the photo. She said, "I'm a mom. I know how hard it is, like work out and try to get your body back, but at the same time embracing the fact that your body does change after you have a baby. I have seen that she's been getting a lot of flack for it, and I didn't think it was fair. Rose clashed with the Kardashians over Kylie Jenner and Tigga's relationship last year, but appeared to reconcile with Kim in February. The model shares 3-year-old son Sebastian with her estranged husband, Wiz Khalifa. Singer Charlie Puth appears to retract an apology to Justin Bieber after dissing the singer in concert. The 24-year-old YouTube star posted and deleted an apology to the 22-year-old What Do You Mean singer after saying F you Justin Bieber during his performance Friday in Dallas. Puth said in a since-deleted tweet, "Hey everyone, I feel that I need to clear something up. What I said at the concert last night about Justin was meant to be a joke." He acknowledged, however, the way it was said mid-song did not sound like one. "I am a massive Justin Bieber fan, and I have nothing but great things to say about him and his music always." Puth made the remark during his solo rendition of We Don't Talk Anymore. The song appears on his debut album, 9-track Mine, and features Bieber's ex-girlfriend, Selena Gomez, on the recorded version. Bieber and Gomez were an on-and-off-again couple for several years and regularly made headlines despite their split. Bieber has voiced his love for Gomez several times since, but the singer and actress recently declared herself done with the relationship. She said in the March issue of W magazine, "I'm so exhausted, I honestly am so done. I care about his health and well-being, but I can't do it anymore." Puth came to fame on YouTube before releasing his first EP in 2010. He is known for the songs Marvin Gaye and See You Again, and released 9-track Mine in January. The album reached number 6 on the Billboard 200 albums charts. Radiohead has announced their first world tour and U.S. concert dates in 4 years. The band, which hasn't been on tour since 2012, made the announcement on their official site Monday, revealing their plans to start touring on May 20th at the Heineken Music Hall in Amsterdam and wrap up on October 4th at the Palacio de los Deportes Center in Mexico City. The band will only be performing in 4 locations in North America, including the show schedule in Mexico City. Radiohead will be appearing at Madison Square Garden in New York City from July 26th to July 27th, at the Oshiga Music and Arts Festival of Montreal from July 29th to July 31st, and at the Shrine Auditorium in Los Angeles on August 4th and 8th. Radiohead noted before mentioning how they plan to sell the tickets differently in order to avoid secondhand sales. These are all the headline shows that the band will play in 2016. To minimize secondary ticketing and to give more fans a chance to buy a ticket at its intent price, restrictions will apply, including a limit of 2 tickets per order on all shows. They continue. The world tour announced comes after the group signed on to perform at 3 upcoming music festivals: the Primavera Sound Festival in Spain from June 2nd to the 4th, the Open Air St. Gallen Festival in Switzerland July 2nd, and the Nos Alive Festival in Portugal on July 8th back in January. In October, Radiohead registered a new company, Dawn Choirs LLP, leading fans to believe a new album was on the way. Similar company Main Tactics was used before Radiohead released their albums In Rainbows in 2007 and The King of Lambs in 2011. However, the band has still not announced a new project. Coldplay braved the rain Monday for a 5-track set on the Today Show, highlighting by 3 songs from their 2015 LP, A Head Full of Dreams. The quintet opened with the stadium-sized Hymn for the Weekend, which found frontman Chris Martin crooning from behind a piano adorned with flowers. Guitarist Johnny Buckland and bassist Guy Berryman added additional percussions throughout, replicating the album's version, Massive Groove. The band followed with 2 more tracks from their new LP, euphoric lead single Adventures of a Lifetime, and a piano ballad closer Up and Up, along with their romantic 2000 breakout Yellow and 2014 electronic pop anthem A Sky Full of Stars. Martin told Today from the stage, "We haven't seen each other in a week. We're so happy to be back together as friends." The band, who performed with Beyonce and Bruno Mars in February at the Super Bowl 50 halftime show, are soliciting fan song requests for their upcoming world tour, which kicks off March 31st with the leg in South America. Martin graced the cover of Rolling Stone magazine in February, opening up about his divorce with Gwyneth Paltrow, collaborating with Beyonce and his band's dance-oriented direction on A Head Full of Dreams. And now let's take a look at what happened on this date in entertainment history. On this date in 1972, Francis Ford Coppola's The Godfather opens in theaters. The Godfather, a 3-hour epic chronicling the lives of the Corleones, an Italian-American crime family led by the powerful Vito Corleone, played by Marlon Brando, is released in theaters. The Godfather was adapted from the best-selling book of the same name by Mario Puzo, a novelist who grew up in New York City's Hell's Kitchen and got his start writing pulp stories for Men's Magazine. Controversy surrounded the film from the beginning, beginning. Soon after Paramount Pictures announced its production, the Italian-American Civil Rights League held a rally at Madison Square Garden, claiming the film would amount to a slur against Italian Americans. The uproar only increased publicity for the movie, which Paramount was counting to become a big money hit after the success of Puzo's novel. The studio's production chief, Robert Evans, approached several directors, including Sergio Leone and Costas Gravas, about The Godfather before hiring the relatively unknown Francis Ford Coppola, who was only 31 years old at the time. As an Italian-American himself, Coppola strove to make the film an authentic representation of the time period and the culture, and to do justice to the complex relationships within the Corleone family, instead of focusing primarily on the violent crime aspect of the story. He worked with Puzo on the screenplay and persuaded Paramount to increase the budget of the film, which the studio had envisioned as a relative major of $2.5 million. Perhaps most importantly, Coppola and Puzo fought to cast Marlon Brando as the coveted role of Vito Corleone. At the time, Brando's career had been in decline for a decade, and he had become notorious for his moody on-set behavior, most notably during the filming of 1962's Mutiny on the Bounty. When Paramount insisted that Brando do a screen test, the legendary actor complied because he wanted the role so badly. Reading his lines from hidden cue cards, Brando turned in a phenomenal intuitive performance as the Godfather, winning an Academy Award for Best Actor, which he declined to accept. Combined with Coppola's meticulous direction and memorable performances by the rest of the film's cast, including Al Pacino, James Caan, Robert Duvall, Diane Keaton, Brando's star turn propelled the film to record-breaking box office success, as well as 3 Academy Awards for Best Actor, Best Picture, and Best Adapted Screenplay. The Godfather has remained a pinnacle choice on critics' list of all-time best films in history. In 2007, it ranked second on the American Film Institute's list of the greatest movies of all time, behind Orson Welles' The Citizen Kane in 1941. Its sequel, The Godfather Part 2, was released in 1974 and won 6 Oscars, including Best Picture and Best Director. A third installment, The Godfather Part 3, received some positive reviews, but was generally considered to be the weakest of the 3 films. And that was your entertainment report for Tuesday, March 15th, 2016. I'm your host, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo. I'll be back tomorrow to deliver some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo. That's RAYMELO. On Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to this episode or any previous episodes of The Entertainment Report anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Good night, and God bless you all.